Aloha, everybody. Namaste. So, another talking head video here. What are we going to talk about today? This is Joe Raw. I got my Seva shirt on. I love Seva. If you don't know what Seva is, S-E-V-A, it means selfless service. But if you don't know the Seva Foundation, you really need to check them out because these guys go to third world countries and do cataract surgeries. And where it's, in these third world countries, it's not seeing I-Dogville. Like these are very rural, very horrible places to live when you can't see. And for something like 70 cents, they can do it's less than $2. I know it used to be like 70 cents, but certainly less than $2. They can give someone sight back, period, where they can see again. That's significant. And so check out Seva Foundation, but this is their shirt. I just love them. And anyways, I wanted to talk today real quickly about the new currency between us as people. And it's not even a new currency, but I really want to bring into the forefront of our minds this new currency that we can be sharing with each other. Because clearly the fiat currencies and all the made-up monies and the made-up values and all that stuff are temporal. I mean, they're temporary at best. And they don't seem to be working, and a lot of people seem to be getting screwed by them. So, there's a new currency between human beings that I'd like to submit. Now, to understand this currency, I want to talk about some research. And in specific, researchers years and years and years ago realized that there's not enough nutrients or volume in the amount of breast milk that a mother can produce that grows the baby at the rate in which it's being grown. So in other words, its rate of growth is greater than the actual nutrients that are being provided. And this is not to say formulas or anything like that. It's not biting nutrients, but it's just literally the volume that a mother produces doesn't produce the amount of rate of growth. So what's growing the baby? And I always say that it's that love, it's that nurturing, it's the adoration that the mother has, that the milk becomes like the superconductive fluid that is allowing for the transmission between the mother and the child. And then the father can do the same thing. But this act of adoration, just adoring this little being, and that this is how we nurse, really. That the obviously the milk has nutrients in it and what have you, but that the act of nursing each other, and so that the father can nurse as well, just adoring his child. But then as the child grows up, this idea of adoration kind of disappears. I mean, we adore some aspects of our children. We certainly adore our pets. I mean, oh my God, we just adore our little pets and the cute little videos and what have you. But what about each other? What is the act of adoration? And I'm here to submit that I would like to see our community begin adoring each other, but it looks a little different. Not that we're all just sitting there adoring each other in this new age spiritual bypass, everything's beautiful, but I submit that the new A.D.O.R.E, A.D.O.R.E, is the active declaration of realized endearments. The active declaration of a realized endearment. What does that mean? That means that I see something in you that's really cool, that I acknowledge, that I think is beautiful, that I'm looking for, anticipating something beautiful about you. I'm looking for that. And when I recognize that endearment, when I recognize it, I actively declare that so that I see how, it was nice that you washed my dishes. Something like that at home. It's like, hey, wow, thank you for washing my dishes. And I'm it's the active declaration of a realized endearment. Or, wow, I love how sweet you are. Wasn't that nice of you? Anyways, to literally begin acknowledging each other. And somehow we've lost the ability to receive that. Many of us, I know I had for a long time, that I couldn't even hear it. Someone pays me a compliment, and And I'm not supposed to hear it. My programming, my parents, my mom, my dad, oh, you're just being selfish, you're being this, get out of your ego, or whatever it might be, just because I wanted to be acknowledged. And so obviously become one of my love languages, people acknowledging me, that feeds my soul to my love tank, per se. However, I want to encourage us as a community of people to begin actively declaring our realized endearments of each other. This is the new currency. This is the way we nurse each other as adults. This is how we share love. This is how we acknowledge each other. Now, there may be parts of your prefrontal lobe that are going to, have difficulty receiving this. What are they trying to get something? They need something. However, let's just get over that. And even tell someone, listen, I'm going to adore you right now. I'm going to actively declare, a realized endearment, And I just wanted to just drop that off into our laps. To really consider the possibility of learning how to adore each other. Learning how to nurse each other as adults, as people. So that we can grow and expand in love as a community. Obviously, lately it's like there's so much inflammatory kind of communications. It seems to be dying down a little bit now, thank goodness. But maybe we can actively declare a change in our lives, with each other, and with the world. So that's my message for today. Namaste, everybody. Blessings to all of you, and thank you for your light and love. Aloha.